Hello, I'm Stephanie and welcome to Scary Chat episode 6. This week we'll be discussing Child's Play. It's directed by Tom Holland. It's written by Don Mancini, John Lafia, and Tom Holland. It stars Catherine Hicks, Chris Sarandon, Alex Vincent, and Brad Dourif. When I was a kid, it freaked me out. Like, it scarred me. As most of these films do. I was afraid to piss my doll off because I thought it was going to come back and kill me. But I guess it worked out great for my doll because I was very nice to it. After I watched this film, I placed my dolls gently down on the floor, and if I kicked them, I always apologized because I was terrified. Alright, so this movie starts with this crazy guy. He's considered the Lakeshore Strangler, and his name is Charles Lee Ray. He's being chased by these cops. His partner bails on him, so he ends up running into this toy store. He finds this doll and then starts practicing voodoo on it, and I don't know, but he enters the doll. So now we're introduced to this little boy named Andy, and all he wants is this good guy doll. It's his birthday, he thinks he's got it, and he realizes that it's not the good guy doll. It's a bunch of clothes. So he's very sad, and the mom feels bad, but she just can't afford the doll. So then her friend Maggie tells her that she's found like this guy who's selling these dolls in this alley. She buys this black market doll, takes it home, gives it to Andy, and he thinks it's like the best gift ever. But it's not. Because we find out that the doll happens to be the Charles Lee Ray guy, and his name is Chucky for short. And then the friend Maggie ends up babysitting for the mom, and Chucky starts whispering to Andy and telling him stuff to do, like he wants to watch the news and stuff, and it's creepy. But as a kid, if my doll started whispering to me, or even just talking loudly, whatever, talking period, I would be freaked out. There's no way I'd be like, oh, this is normal. Like, if it's not within the little guidelines of what the doll's supposed to say, like, hi, my name is blah blah blah, and then that's it. There's no way that this doll is supposed to be carrying on full-length conversations with you. He starts telling the friend who's babysitting him that Chucky wants to watch the news, and of course she doesn't believe him. So she sends Andy to bed. While she's hanging out, she starts hearing these noises. Chucky attacks her, throws a hammer at her head, and she falls out of the window and dies. Okay, how did this little doll throw with such force this kid's hammer and knock her out of the window? Whatever. I believed it as a kid, but now it's kind of hilarious. Like, I'm not buying it. I'm not. Cops think that Andy did it, and the mom's trying to convince them that there's no way her son could have done it. Chucky convinces him to ditch school. They get on the train and go to find his ex-partner so that Chucky can exact his revenge. They get to the guy's house. They're outside. The little boy has to go pee, so he pees. He leaves Chucky. When he comes back, Chucky's gone because he's in the house blowing up the dude. The cops find Andy and Chucky, and of course they think Andy blew up the dude. Like, whatever. But I mean, I guess I wouldn't believe that this doll did it either, so poor kid. She gets mad that Chucky's bringing all this bad luck to her family. She goes to check the box, and then the batteries fall out. Why doesn't the doll have any batteries, lady? So then she freaks out. She threatens to throw him in the fire if he doesn't start talking. So she's like fighting with the doll. He gets away and flees the apartment. So then she tries to find the cop to convince him that Chucky is real, but of course he won't believe her. Chucky attacks the cop. So now he believes. She tried to tell you. So the cop shoots him and gets away, and he meets up with Karen, and they go looking for Chucky. Chucky goes and finds his voodoo friend. The voodoo guy tells him that he's turning human and he's gonna be stuck in that doll unless he finds the boy and goes and enters into him. Oh hey voodoo guy, you are the typical black character in this horror film. Chucky kills the voodoo guy. Should have seen it coming. So Chucky goes after Andy. He goes to the mental institution, and Andy sees him coming, tries to get out, nobody helps him. Then Andy gets out, escapes, and goes home. So when he goes home, Chucky attacks him, knocks him out, and then tries to enter the boy. The mom and the cop get there. They're trying to stop him. The cop tries, gets knocked out. The mom tries. They're like fighting. He just won't die. Karen traps him in the fireplace Andy goes to get matches and light him up.
Andy, no, please. We're friends to the end, remember?
This is the end, friend.
Then they realize the little sucker is still alive, like he won't die. Finally, somebody shoots him in the heart and he finally dies. Jeez. Now the little kid is traumatized, of course. He will never want another doll. He will never be able to play with dolls again. He'll probably need to go back into that mental institution or some hardcore therapy, because that is rough. Alright guys, so this wraps up episode 6 of Scary Chat. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And tune in next week for a whole new episode of Scary Chat. Bye! Hello and welcome. Yeah, so this is a crazy film. If you haven't seen it, check it out. If you want to be scared by dolls.